Hey, favorite brown girl, how are you? I don't know if you can hear me. Welcome, 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 welcome to Real Talk Bougie. Favorite brown girl, I see you. Gangstar, gang, 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 gang. How are you, sis? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for getting here first. Okay. Thank you for getting here first. Welcome to the bushes. Salita Posey, what's good? Everyone, hit that like button. What's going on? Okay, guys. I had to run. I can't, you know, I had to go run an errand. I had to go pick up um a ring. I got my anniversary ring. Was it? I guess it was my birthday anniversary-ish type ring. Anyway, I had a mishap with it about 3 weeks ago. I had to take it back to the jewelry store for repair. They fixed it. I went and picked it up. That's what I was doing. And then of course I got to looking around a little bit. But then I was like, I gotta get home because I want to do this live before pickup time this afternoon. So we're gonna keep it real cute. It's lunchtime for somebody out here. Okay. It's lunchtime for someone. If you guys watched my earlier live, I did talk a little bit about my impressions of the interview last night. You DM'd me on IG. Okay. Um, is that something I need to look at this moment? Let's see. Okay, all right, let's see what's going on here. On Real Talk Bougie or on Love Lies and Lace Fronts? It just gets so confusing. Let's see. Okay, I see you. Um, really? Okay. Interesting. I have not heard it yet, so I hate to put something out there and I don't okay. Uh so sis, I'm assuming she got mad because ma'am is a very um sis is professional. She is a baddie. If you did not know, Sonya did an interview last night. I don't know this lady at all. But I would love to talk to her. That's someone who I would love to talk to. She seems like she's got a lot going on. She's a very bright lady. Um, let's see. Uh, that's who I would like to talk to. Okay, I'm gonna listen to it when I'm on my way to go pick up because I don't have time to pivot right now because I have about an hour with you guys. So let me do what I plan to do. But thank you for dropping that and we will get to it when I come back because it's Thursday call in anyway. I would like to react to this video. But off the top, I did give some of my comments or commentary on the interview from last night. Sonya is like, again, she's going here, there, and everywhere. She's looking for someone to co-sign with her, but there's nobody with even just an ounce of sense who is going to co-sign this type of behavior. She is a big age, grown ass woman who is living low life living and supporting even this man's wife is not supporting him. Like at the end of the day, um, Sonya can't even articulate why Shirley should be supporting him other than that's his wife. Well, if that was his wife so much, then he shouldn't have been running around with a bunch of other women. And every police report that she picks up to figure out why she's trying to help him as a wife has him involved in relationships with other women on top of the tens of thousands of dollars Miss Ma'am has put out for his legal defense, and this creep still ain't home. Does that make sense? So when she's up here talking about Shirley's not helping Nesto, Shirley helped him, and you're sitting up there helping yourself, running your yap on her dime. You're sitting up there calling a lawyer, and she's paying for it. Okay, I think it's kind of easy to forget because Sonia says the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Shirley has helped Nesto. Shirley has paid for a lawyer. Shirley was supporting Nesto for a very long time. And what did he do? He carried on flagrantly with another woman on her dime in her face, not just while they were married, but since he's been sitting in the jail. And this woman just wants to keep repeating that everybody has left and abandoned him. Meanwhile, he left and abandoned Shirley. He was running around having affairs with all kinds of women. So it's just ridiculous. But yeah, I listened to it last night and the interviewer was really, really, really good. I enjoyed her conversation. I enjoyed hearing someone who would ask the same questions that I would ask, someone who has some sense, has some standards, has a lifestyle, is looking at this from a trying to look at it from an objective point of view. But what I realized yesterday, which I already knew, but I'm just saying in terms of like the whole picture, Sonya is a damn crumb snatching mistress ass type chick. She doesn't mind messing around with someone else's man. She doesn't mind playing around in the bushes. She doesn't mind having weird relationships with men. Like you're not the couple's friend, you're just the guy's friend. And she has been conditioned to like sit over there. You go sit over there. You go sit over there and keep your mouth shut in that corner until I come for you. Don't come for me till I come for you, knowing good and well you were up and down on that man's Instagram, and Nesto does not mind profiling that wedding ring. Nesto was wearing that damn wedding ring like a damn competition cow. Okay, you die with my commentary, but it's true. It's true. Okay. Um, She's very good. She's very good. I like her a lot. I need to listen to whatever happened last night. I will listen to it when I'm in the car on pickup, and then when I come back, we'll talk about it. I just didn't plan on being online all day today. Sonya irks my nerve. She's doing these interviews. Girl. How do you go from a channel with a million and no shade to anyone, but I'm saying you go to a channel that has over 1 million subscribers. Her lazy ass didn't do one bit of media after Tasha K. Nothing. You have an opportunity. You're going on platforms where these platforms are getting a few thousand views. You were in a video that has well over 100,000 views. Tasha K doesn't have your name, your link, your social media, nothing in the description box. You took your ass all the way to Florida. You didn't give them the links to your information. Not one link to your information. Not one follow-up video, nothing that makes any sense. She's not ready for this. She's not even like even a child. The way the kids are growing up today, they already know how to do social media campaigns. They know exactly what to do and how to do it. This numbskull sits and watches everybody else from the sidelines and absorbs absolutely nothing. And she talks circles around Nesto, which is why he let her have it. In this last video, she did an interview last night with a content creator called V Lenore. And it's all just Google, just not even Google, just go to the search bar, type in Sonya's name. It's right there. We'll talk about it when I come back. If you were on my other channel this morning, I dropped the link at the end of the video. I really don't have time to look it up now. And we will drop it. I will put it in the description box when we are done. But right now we're going to get into this video because I'm limited on time because I got to pick my daughter up, of course, on time, right? She can't be saved. She's like that song, You Can't Save Her. Sis is gone. Sis is lost in the sauce, and sis loves that ninja, and she is ready to lie for him, and she is ready to do what she has to do to have this dude in her life. Many of you will never understand that, and it's not for you to understand. You just have to accept it. Forget about understanding, accept it. You know what I'm saying? Just like you might not understand how to solve for X or XY or whatever the unknown factor is of the equation, you just know that that's just what it is. That's what you were given. That's the given of the algebra problem. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay? Do you understand? To me, if I sum it up into a math problem, math is just that's it. I didn't make it up. You just have to follow the rules and you have to do your order of operation, right? And you're going to come to an answer that is valid. And the valid answer is sis is lost in the sauce. She's lost in the sauce. And sis cave. Sis loves that ninja. And there's nothing you can do to tell her otherwise. She doesn't, I'm going to go a step further. She doesn't care if he's innocent or guilty. Sis don't care. Girl finesse. I said we were going to drop it at the end, but that's okay. Um, so it's dropped. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right.
th 2023. You will hear Sonya
Is
say she had a
the
dream that
volume up?
Shirley
I'm like,
came to her
oh.
house and she was trying to hide her pictures of Ernesto. Ernesto also
So Sonia's conscience is talking to her. You're fine, sis. Don't worry about it. Sonia's conscience is talking. When you have dreams, dreams are nothing really but like your conscious, your inner soul talking to you. Sometimes it's even our Lord above, right? Um, she's having dreams about Shirley and Shirley coming to her house to take the pictures, and Sonya is going around hiding the pictures. I wouldn't have told
this video
I wouldn't have told anybody this dream, and I definitely wouldn't have told the man that I am having an emotional affair with at this point. I mean, they've had sex, obviously. He's cheated with her, but I would never have told him this because Nesto is stupid anyway, and he clearly doesn't have any morals and he doesn't really care. Okay. No, you live your life, be free. Let me tell you something. There's women out here that don't mind packing some steel and coming on over to your house. And yeah, where's the pictures at? Okay. Sonya knows she is dead wrong for what she's doing. That's why you're having dreams about Shirley coming over to your crib, because that's how it goes down.
contains one video visit between Ernesto and Sonya on August 20th, 2023.
I would be worried
Sonya
too.
say she had a dream that Shirley came to her house and she was trying to hide her pictures of Ernesto. Ernesto also tells Sonya that she doesn't listen to him. Take a listen.
This woman is redamdiculous. She just wants him to see her tits. Like she just wants him to see her tits. Okay. It's not civil, Sonya.
That better? You see?
It still look blurry. I don't know why it look blurry.
It still look
It's a little
blurry.
dot right there. The little small camera you gotta wipe off with a dry rag. It's a little bit of dot up there. You see that little black dot?
That's the best I can get it.
Still look
Hello.
blurry. It ain't clear, but it'll do. It'll do. How you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you? You do look blurry.
I'm trying to get through what I got to get through here in my head, clear my head out.
And you guys know exactly what I didn't do when I left the house, which was reset my computer. So I had to run out here, go to the jewelry store, come back. Hopefully it's gonna
It's just so
be
fucked
right.
up
Okay.
right now, but yeah, I just hit. I'm going through this. I guess 3 days.
Okay. All right, let me switch to Google Fiber. Maybe it's an internet issue because I don't know what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Okay, maybe this will.
It's like, with the bullshit. So today I just, reading all that shit and seeing shit on TV and all type of shit going on in my head. Seeing how I'm being set the fuck up for something I didn't even fucking do. It just angers me and shit I can do. Yeah.
It's so common, though. I went out yesterday and I was talking to this girl who's
So
a
he's
lawyer.
upset. She finally lets him get a word in. He's upset. He said the past 3 days he's thinking about, his situation. He's getting set up, all of these things, right? Instead of saying, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. I'm here to support you. I love you, or I care about you so much. Don't worry about it. We got things under control. Here she goes, her ass. Oh, well, I have a friend who's going through the same thing and da 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 da. Like what in the she provides no comfort as a woman. All she does is come like she's talking to a neighbor. She's talking to a neighbor. She's talking to a neighbor that she's screwing, because it's like, damn, you can't even let that statement soak in that you told him. You're so busy wiping off the phone or putting away whatever you're putting away, and want to just immediately, you've got some sort of story to tell him that is worse than his, instead of just saying, I hear you. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I love you so much. Whatever you say on some damn mistress ass visit, I don't know. But she's not giving any type of real support. It's absolutely ridiculous.
She's from Miami, but she lived here. And she was telling me that her friend,
a friend of hers that lived who was from Miami, but she lives here. Nobody cares.
Was an Uber driver, and he was.
And a friend of her, so someone she met who's from Miami that now lives in Atlanta, had a friend who went into an Uber and what?
Accused of, and they had the whole thing was on camera where the girl, got her.
Oh God, I'm so sorry about this.
Stuff and got out the car, and then I don't know, she tried to make a pass at him, but he didn't, accept her advances, and he was just like whatever. He never got out the car or anything, dropped her off, kept going. She went and said he raped her, and they even had it on film that he never left, that he never did anything. It was on, took him 3 years for them to drop the charges. Yeah, 3 years.
That's that shit I'm talking about.
3 years, and they had that evidence. In fact, you had video evidence that stated off rip that he never got out the car. He left, and he went home. Everything was on video because he was an Uber driver. He had his whole ride, all his rides was on being recorded.
Wow.
It took 3 years of that boy's life.
Who are all these people that she knows that have such bad luck? It's like Sonya knows more criminals than everybody. I don't understand how she knows so many. Do you see how you are the sum of the company that you keep? Even if she's not lying, I'm here for the show. She is a damn felonious ass chick. She got a felonious ass boyfriend. She used to stay in trouble in her 20s. She's always got some sort of shady ass deal or something going on. She has a damn shady ass story for every situation. And you're the sum and total of the company you keep. I know it might be easy for us to say, oh, she's lying. This trick is a trick. She is a type of woman who keeps some damn weirdo ass people in her. Look at her friend. Look at Carl Thomas' baby mama. That chick was weird. Then she was running her other friend Maddie's business. Like, at the end of the day, you are your circle of friends. People who say weird shit like, I don't know anyone who hasn't been arrested at least once. Well, you must not know me. I've never been arrested. There's a lot of people who've never been arrested. I can say I know people who've never been arrested. Okay. Maybe she can't say she knows people who've never been arrested. This is a woman who will generalize and say, oh, everybody's got a family member in jail. It's just like when Candy on Real Housewives, she got mad. Was it when her and Phaedra started to fall down? I'm not even gonna get into the whole Phaedra conversation, but when Candy and Phaedra were really good friends, and Phaedra is a lawyer and all of that. When Apollo got arrested and Apollo ended up going to jail, going to prison, and Candy felt some type of way because she felt like Phaedra should be more understanding, like as a lawyer, as a wife, all of those things. And Candy was like, well, my cousin this and my friend that, and so went to jail. Phaedra was like, those faces Phaedra makes. Like Phaedra was like, now I don't know who Phaedra knew in jail and didn't know in jail. Phaedra was a lawyer, but maybe personally she just felt like that was not how I live. So, you know what I mean? Like Sonya has certain types of experiences that we just have to, at least me, I'm gonna speak for myself, and I do have to accept that she has that I don't have. You know what I'm saying? This woman has a whole different type of lifestyle. She ain't lying. She really might have all these stories because she seems to get around.
Oh, he stayed locked up for 3 years?
No, he was locked up for 3 years. Yeah, they didn't give him no bond. That's what we really need to work on. We out here is
Who's we? You don't even have a we.
that whole with no bond, because
That's what I've been talking
it's
about
so
the whole
crazy how
time.
you got murderers that get out and you can shoot 5, 6, 7 people and they still give you a bond.
That's
crazy.
what I've been
Hi,
talking
Ted.
about the
You're
whole
more
time.
dangerous.
Y'all, I'm about to be mad. I'm closing up some windows. I'm like, damn, maybe I got too many windows open, which I'm sure I do. I have a lot running. Okay, let's see if it gets back. It's like, my God, work with me. This was a very interesting phone call because he kind of starts to tell her, if you haven't watched this already, she grew up privileged hood style. I'm sorry. She didn't grow up privileged. She grew up with some money in the
Right,
neighborhood.
you're more dangerous as a murderer.
She was that family whose family had a little bit of money in the neighborhood. And the neighborhood might not have been that great because if she grew up privileged, sis ghetto as hell, and sis had a lot of ghetto situations happening around her at a very early age. Sis has barely any decent education. She is unable to articulate herself well. She's it's not giving that to me. Just because Sonya says something doesn't make it so. She was that family that maybe had the big house on the corner, but she was still living in the hood. And that's fine. That's her business. That's how she grew up. I don't really care. It didn't stop her father from cheating on her mother and her mother bringing home another man's baby, according to her. Right. So, all of that being said, that's not privileged. Your parents can be able to pay all their bills and be able to put all of you guys in nice clothes and all of those things. But to me, that is not privileged. That is that's y'all doing a little bit better than the neighbors.
And anything. And if a person shoot and kill or stab or strangle, they getting bombed. I don't get that whole thing.
My God. Her whole thing is struggle. Her whole aesthetic
it doesn't have to be
is
violent. You could date somebody and she say no, and that's a version of,
Right. And that's what's been on my brain the whole entire time. And for 3 days, strongly, heavily. Yeah, because see, I can understand now when I see people who really didn't do shit wrong, it fucks with them mentally. The ones who done did something, it don't fuck with them as hard. But like me,
just a
this
little
shit,
bit.
yeah.
Because some people don't want it.
No. I mean, basically, what I haven't read the whole report, but what was read to me, I mean, I know I'm innocent anyway. But what I'm saying to you is that I'm being framed for something that makes no sense. It makes no sense. Then I went back and looked up.
She could be telling him Boo Boo and Scooby. He hadn't read the whole report, but based on what was read to him, he doesn't even know what's going on. He only knows what she tells him. That's what she know. That's what he knows, because she also repeats the same thing over and over and over again. And keep in mind, I wouldn't say he's malnourished, but he's getting a lot of carbohydrates, and she's conditioning him, to me, in a way. I think that she has a perfect opportunity to condition him in the way that she wants to, because it's just crazy how what he knows and what his facts are basically what she has been feeding him. He doesn't seem to know anything for himself.
Got a lot of dates and stuff. All this shit is man, this shit crazy. They're
Yeah, and
throwing
then the fact that what don't make sense is it's okay.
It's like, come on,
Okay,
computer.
so she said it happened at 19, but all of 20, you was in LA. So why didn't she say something then? You weren't even in town. So if she's scared, you get me? Because she's trying to use. He said he was going to kill me as her thing, you know. But you in the whole across the country, why not say something then? What you scared of? I'm not even in town, you know.
none of that makes sense.
And then you come back around me 2 years later, and then you still around me. I don't get that. But I heard it's her father and them mad because they gave you some money, and whatever they wanted done, they mad about that, so that's why she crying. Which I've seen that. That's very common. Girls ask for money, or it's about money, so they cry. Like I said, this girl I know, she did it to her baby father. You know, got mad at him and said he raped her.
Wait a minute, her baby daddy?
Yeah, she did it to her baby's father and said it. Got mad and lied on her on purpose. They need to make a law about that, where if you lie, that'll stop the lie. They need that. That's the problem. That need to be a law.
What's the matter? Is it getting nasty to you?
I was gonna get my nails done yesterday, but I sat up at this spot. Me and Maddie, we were up at Chicago bar for like 6 hours yesterday. You know, I never hang out.
Okay, so listen to this story real carefully. So her friend Maddie, that's the one, Madison from Stiletto, the one who interviewed her, but she deleted the interview from her channel. Okay. So she was gonna go get her nails done tomorrow, right? And that they ended up going to a bar, and they were at the bar for 6 hours. Meanwhile, your boyfriend, who you love, you tell is yours, all those things, is sitting up in jail. Who sent me that? This crazy bitch always has a story. Girl always has a damn story to tell. She's so inconsiderate. And look, I don't really have anything for Nesto, but what I'm saying is this: sis is dumb. She don't know how to keep a man. That's why she don't have one. That's why her best bet is to find some. Look, if y'all don't stop it. That's why her best bet is to find one who's locked up, because you're going to see her toxic behavior in just a minute on how she takes this feedback from him, which I found to be quite interesting, because in the real world, sis would be broke up with. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully this is going to agree with
I never hang out.
That's good. That's good.
You know, I never hang out. She says she hangs out all the time, but okay.
Listen, I was talking to my brother right before I came in, because I was telling him I met these Africans. We were sitting at the table, and one guy was trying to open, because So me and her went.
Oh my God. Okay. Guys, she's so inappropriate. Most men do not want to hear about why you were out, who you met, all that you're doing. She can remember. We a story from two. She can remember we a story from 2003, but can't remember to complete a paralegal test. Well, yeah, because she doesn't really care. She's in the moment.
Listen, I was talking to my brother right before I came in.
She's talking to her brother. Oh my God, y'all.
Because I was telling him I met these Africans. We were sitting at the table, and one guy was trying to open because we went looking for I found an investor, so I got an investor right in Miami.
We went looking for an investor. I found an investor. There's an investor guy. He lives in Miami. They had just gone to the Chicago bar, right?
We're here, right, to open up something. Super rich dude, right? I think he's Jewish, right? So me and her went around yesterday looking at locations in Dunwoody because she's like, there's some spots over there. But I said they got to be a standalone because he wants to buy the real estate. He's not the type of person that's going to want. He's a real estate millionaire. So he needs something that can buy the building, right? Or the option to buy the building. So we went, and then we just were like, let's go eat. So we went up to the Chicago bar, and two guys were sitting at the table next door to us, and then she just started talking to him, and then he was showing us videos, and he was like, he's an Afrobeat artist and from Nigeria, and he's looking to open up a spot. He was like, I just got this email from the realtor telling me I can't get the location because it's too many. I said, yeah, there's a certain amount of kitchens they'll allow in the plaza because of the sewer and the water lines and stuff. So they can only have so many kitchens, so many, restaurants in a plaza. He was like, yeah, I got $1 million to invest. He's in the trucking industry, him and his boy. And then the other guy came. So they was like, then this other white guy came. So it was 3 of them. It was 4 of them. And so then they was like, man, we going to Vegas. I was like, well, when y'all going to Vegas? And he was like, September 15th. I was like, so I was talking to my brother, and Quint was like, man, I think I'm going to Vegas for my birthday. Quentin's birthday is a week after mine. And I was like, Quentin, we need to go on my birthday. I was like, it's some guys, some Africans. I was like, and I need investors. Yeah. I was like, they're going for this little 20.
Y'all, look at Nesto's face. Do you imagine this woman is talking about, I love you very much, all kinds of mess like this? Do you see this as inappropriate, problematic, all kinds of stuff? The way that it's the details. Don't even pay attention. Let's just get to the facts. She went out with her friend. She was out at a bar for 6 hours. She met some men. Of course, she's doing her typical routine of trying to talk business because Sonya is not competent as a woman. She lacks femininity. She has nothing to offer. She has dirty little secrets. She's in love with a guy sitting in jail. What does she have to talk to anyone about other than some sort of pipe dream that she has for a sports bar? Okay? She has nothing to talk about. She thinks to get with a man, you've got to match them. She has a lot of masculine energy. I know we haven't even talked about that, but Sonya has a lot of masculine energy. She's not a refined woman. She has no class, but you can still be feminine and not super, you know what I mean? Like everyone's got varying different degrees of their swag and their sauce, right? Her sauce though, she has a very masculine energy. And that's why when she meets men, it's immediately like, oh, I'm looking for some investors. I've got a business. Da, 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 da. No man is trying to fuck on you. I'm going to just be wide open right now. No man is trying to bed you down when you're sitting up there talking to them like one of the guys in business. Okay. No one, like, I don't know if that's her defense mechanism because maybe she's very asexual. I don't know what this woman's problem is. I haven't really been able to deep dive into what I really, really, really think yet because she shows us so much so often. But ma'am is a bit asexual. Whether she's lying about her sexual activity or not, I do not know. But ma'am is like asexual. And she talks to Nesto about masturbating. She says she's not dating. She likes to play around. And when she meets men, she talks to them about business, which is a turnoff. Most men who are trying to meet an attractive woman are not trying to talk to you about business. A man may talk to you who's got money about what he can do for you once he becomes interested in you, but not just meeting you at a bar. So she meets some African men who are now talking to her about doing some business in Atlanta, and they are from Charlotte. The fact that a Jewish man, an African beats artist, girl, just ignore. I mean, he could be Ethiopian. We don't know. We don't know where in Africa he's from, but there's plenty of black Jews in Africa. We just don't know where. Let's not just think like Nigeria or Ghana. Like, let's be broad about it. There's plenty of Jews in Africa. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know. And it could be converted. Like, we're getting lost in the sauce. This woman the devil's in the details with her. You got to just like, okay, what is she saying? Sis is crazy. Okay.
1-year-old chick's birthday. Her birthday the same day as mine. And I already told my niece and my Sydney's aunt, which is Eric's sister. They both live in Vegas. He was like, all right, bet. Let's do it. I was like, yeah, let's go. Because I have nothing planned for my birthday. I was just going to sit. Because Yvette still didn't buy her ticket. Still didn't buy her ticket as of yesterday. I said, Yvette, did you buy your ticket? Mm-hmm. No, I'm like, girl, never mind. Don't worry about it. I'll go to Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's where you're going then. Damn, there's a lot that happened in 2 days, ain't it? So a lot didn't happen in your life in 2 days.
You don't call nobody, and you're supposed to call me every day. It's not just you, it's me.
Okay, and I, you know what? And I found myself getting angry at you for no reason.
Sis, it's funny. It's funny. It's a joke. Like two men walk into a bar and da happen. I got it. I was just saying, it's some random ass details that I think that can kind of like, it was like, it's some Sonya details basically. But yeah, no, I got the joke. I got the joke. I just wasn't, I'm just explaining. Let's see. Anyway, I think Nesto was taking it to feel like you've got all this time to go out and you're not getting anything done. So that's what he's going to roll into next. I believe there will be some fraud. Sonya, I don't know what Sonya's doing. I really don't. I don't know what. No. Okay, I don't know what Sonya's up to, but it's the details for me. It's the details, and I just think that there's a lot of. I don't know if she's still just trying to prove herself to Nesto at this point, but it comes off as grifterish. And
this, yeah, because when I'm trying to talk about something, it's like you listening and you ain't listening. And then now you tell me about what should be happening. And I've been telling you this whole time. When can I get my bone? I know I have to go to a superior court judge. I read the paper. I got the paper. Been having it. Okay.
So she just went from talking about her quote unquote good news, her investors, the guys that she just met, and he just rolls into, I just want to talk about my bond. I mean, she just doesn't know how to read the room. And she gets so, I don't know if she feels like she's got to fill time and find something to talk about, but it's really crazy how she just keeps coming with all of her news and her updates that don't ever go anywhere. And then he's still sitting here talking about his bond, his lawyer, his situation, and the whole thing. But yeah.
Okay, so I know that part, but the laws have changed now. So you got to look and see what the laws change. They're out of the pandemic now. I don't have to wait 90 days to go see a superior court judge. As soon as they put the motion in, I can go see a superior court judge. Because I know I'm not going to win Tuesday. I'm going to tell you why I know I ain't going to win. Because the first time I went to see Manny last year, this time, she was laughing at me, talking about, well, I'm going to give you a bond on one or two of each other, but you ain't getting out anyway, so enjoy your stay. That was last year this time. Then I went to her again 9 months later to stay almost a year later.
That prosecutor be sitting there telling them all these lies. That's what
Go
it is.
back. Then I
Okay, hold on a second. Let me roll back. Read the whole thing. Oh, you want me to read your whole comment? Hold on. Okay, a Jewish man, an Afrobeats artist, and two Nigerians walk into Sonia's house, make believe bar. So walk into Sonia's make believe bar. Okay, that was a fun. It's funny. I was just in the middle of a sentence when I read it, and I knew that some of the details were going to get locked up like that. And it is funny. It's very funny, and we love you. Okay, sis? So don't be quiet. Drop anything that you would like to say. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's keep going because we don't have very much longer to do, but I got to pick up my daughter on time. Sonya is the main character of the syndrome. You think so? Let's see. Manning doesn't know him from the other 99 detainees she's hearing that day. Well, I don't know.
then I went back to court again, and they laughed at me again the same time. Oh, it's a dog or whatever it is. Stay away from it. They were laughing at me. They were laughing at me then. Okay.
I remember I saw that one.
Okay. Then I'm going back to court again. He's still shooting game. Everybody know what's going on with him. They know you ain't got to do all that. They know he a criminal. What is it? All that was said. And she just said, okay, I'm going to drop this down to 7,000, rest on 10,000. Boom.
Is our sis even still here? 504.
That was it.
To the chat so we
Just
know
stay
you're still
away
here.
from using them cards.
But you know what?
Okay, so this is when Judge Manning told him that he couldn't use anyone else's credit card and it had to have his name on it. So I guess he's feeling like, I mean, that's a valid concern because you are in there for theft of deposit account fraud. You're in there for use of a credit card with unauthorized use of a credit card, all kinds of things. So there's definitely a problem. Okay. I got some bad mojo on me today for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Girl, Sonya's over there with like
Confiscating your stuff.
why is she
Roswell don't have jurisdiction. Those cases aren't in Roswell. They don't have jurisdiction to touch your stuff. They can't say those cases aren't even theirs. So why are they talking about for the victims?
But hold on. I ask you again. I say, what is the jurisdiction? You said no, they have the right. Then you came back a month and a half later, asked you the same thing. Oh no, they don't have jurisdiction. I said, how do you know that? Because I read it. That's what you told me.
I took a picture and sent you with jurisdiction. You didn't. I didn't send you the statute on jurisdiction.
No, I didn't get none of that.
I'll send it to you. I'll send you the statute.
Yeah,
I got
so
it on
I'm saying, okay, so, and I'm saying to myself, you ain't even listening. so
you got mad at me. You got mad at me?
Well, because I know I ain't crazy. I do a lot. Listen, this shit right here is so powerful. Them shits right there is so powerful. Fuck this talking right. This shit right here, these things here good. So what I'm saying is, so they left me a warrant. One, I only got one. I know she's gonna bring me the other two. but the one, the business partner. So I read all that, and I circle out whatever. But I don't want to talk about it on the phone. But I know I was right about that too. So I'm not worried. That stuff I'm not worried about.
We're going to court on everything. That's just what it is. You got to go to trial.
Yeah, I'm worried about that. But see, it ain't. I got trial, but I'm talking about it ain't fair for me to be sitting in here that long.
Right. I know.
You know what I'm saying? Then I found the arrest record in my discovery package when the day they arrested me. It shows nothing probable cause why they arrested me.
Other than a warrant from that Calvin situation. That's it. I already told you there was no probable cause. None.
So
and I told your lawyer that there's no probable cause, which means that search warrant is invalid, which means anything found with the search warrant got to be thrown out because there's no probable cause. There has to be some type of law that's broken for it to be a crime.
I'm just trying to figure out why she thinks she knows more than the lawyer. I'm just trying to figure out why she thinks she knows more than the person with the JD, with the license, with the experience, with the job. Does that make sense? How does she think she has more experience than everybody? I'm just trying to figure that out. She's like, "Oh, there's no probable cause. There's no this or that." Okay, well, if there was no probable cause, how did they get a warrant? Now, it doesn't mean that law enforcement doesn't make a mistake, that something could be wrong, but out of all of the cases and the charges that this man has, everything is just completely wrong. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Because the smell of weed, some 911 call, violence, something, not lack of furniture and late for rent.
And then I'm going, it's just so much I want to talk about, but I ain't going to talk about it on this visit right here. I have to talk later, but it's so much. It's so many shit pieces that's so fucked up in this whole situation. It takes somebody to sit here and read this shit and see it. And I know Manning is not going to take time and read nothing and put nothing together.
That's why the lawyer has to have.
But it's not Judge Manning's job to do that. Judge Manning is determining whether somebody is going to get bail. She is not determining guilt or innocence. She's not weighing out evidence. She just wants to hear what evidence. She wants to hear evidence pertinent to what they say is what Ayala, whether he is eligible for a bond and or why he would not be a good candidate for bond, and what laws or what it is based around his charges that either makes him a good candidate or not a good candidate. Her job is to not hear the whole entire case. She doesn't care about his evidence. I mean, that's not her job, Judge Manning. So she doesn't need to spend any time on that. That's not her job.
And that's what I'm gonna work on today. When I get back home, I'm going to just do something where she can just have bullet points for when she goes in court and just speak on. The two convictions were from the 90s when you were 22, right? 22 years old, right? Because they keep trying to make it seem like it was current, like you stay in trouble. Now I'm like, no. That's why it was important for him to say the armed robbery happened in 1990, whatever year that was. He was 22 years old. Everybody's young and dumb.
Here's the thing.
What about the 3 arrests that he had since he and Shirley had been married? So you can say everything that you want about his arrest when he was 22, but what about the arrest and the convictions? But what about the arrests that he's had since he's been married in the last 10 years? So Shirley said he'd been arrested 3 times. So what is all that about? Like, it's easy to keep reinstating the same thing over and over and over again, and people start to forget. It's like how she makes it seem like Shirley's not helping him. Shirley has abandoned him. But Nesto has been a notorious cheater in marriage, and she's also put up $40,000. Not to mention, how much money did she put? She has been supporting him. Sis is damn near broke and makes a lot of money. So why is it that she's got tax problems? Why is it that she's got garnishments? Why is it that they were evicted from everywhere? Why is she stuck with all these bills and he's supposed to be coming through? That's what doesn't make any sense.
And the conversation that when I first got locked up, they put a lot of that conversation into those warrants when I first got locked up in the jail. I peeped all that with the truck, how the truck, all that. They put all that shit in there, everything.
Mm.
Yeah. So I peeped everything. Everything going on is with hearsay, what they hearing, that what conversation is being made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's it, man. That's it. So and that's what I'm saying. So if they don't give me the bond, I'm fucked. I can sit here for 4 years. I've seen people in here that long. Yeah, and then they finally let them go.
We're not going to argue in there that long.
Yeah. So I don't know why. Buddy stayed in there so long, and then he took a trial and they let him out.
They just dropped the charges because they didn't have any evidence in the first place because the video showed that he never left the vehicle, so he never touched her.
Wow.
That she flat out lied.
And she gone about her life.
Mm-hmm.
Gone about her life.
And that's what I said to Stacy. I was like, so what did he do about the lady who made the false claims? Did he go and see? He should have sued her, and he should have sued the county, Broward County.
He didn't do it.
She's like, he don't have his paperwork yet for citizenship. I said, don't matter. That should have never happened. He had video proof, immediate video proof that showed he was innocent.
Yeah.
That lady should have been accountable. She should have been held accountable for her lies. It needs to be a women stop doing it. They're not gonna learn until they stop doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
The waste of time. They did that shit with Jesse Smollett when his fake attack. They went after him. So why can't you go after all these women and these fake ass accusations? All of these bitter ass daddies. All these girls that be mad.
Well, and then I don't know what the bond gonna be on that, whatever that gonna be. So that shit probably be don't even know. I don't even know. So that's where my brain at right now.
I'm not tired of being there.
Well, yeah, and you know what?
And you don't see an end. That's the thing. You don't see an end.
No, because I see they can sit me in here and just sit me in here and then come back and say, "Oh man, we're sorry." I already know what's going on. I see it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but let me go back to this here. So I don't know what you dream about them people for, because I haven't talked to them.
It was so weird. It was, again, I was in the house and all your pictures were up. And she came over. And I was trying to throw the pictures down. I don't know why. She keep hanging with me. And I was just in here like, and so she was just saying something.
Girl, she is fascinated by Shirley, and this is her guilty conscience of running around capping for this married man who needs to be sitting there and figuring shit out on his own. But guys, right over here, I'm sitting up here Googling Florida Uber. I put in Broward County Uber driver sexual assault trial, drop charges. I mean, there's any number of people at this. There's several cases where this has happened. So I'm not really sure which case this could be. But again, we don't even know what she's talking about. Sonya loves to just make up stories. She needs to write a book with all these tall tales she loves to tell.
And I'm like, and then I see a picture that I missed, and I'm like trying to get my sister to go get that picture. Before she see the picture, I'm like,
But you don't have to put your shit down. Keep your shit up.
I mean, he's ridiculous.
You don't have to do all that. You don't have to do. You don't live your life like that.
No, my pictures are up. They're all over the place. I got one by the bed, one in the bathroom.
What pictures do you have? You don't even have, like, maybe she took some pictures of him with her phone whenever they were together. But at the end of the day, she said they don't have any pictures together. So she probably took Instagram pictures and got them redone or something at like Walmart or something. Sis is weird. Like, I think she just likes to have the idea of a man rather than actually really wanting to have a man, because that is strange.
One in the kitchen.
Yeah, don't live your life like that. Don't that's not even fair to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I'm cool with it. That was
No, I'm
just,
just saying. I know it, but don't even live like.
Why would you be having dreams like that if you didn't already know that you are dealing with someone you're not supposed to be dealing with, and like your subconscious is telling you that you are trifling, but you don't seem to get it.
Like that. Live free. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, some things is meant, some things is not. So I'm not worried about it. I was just worried about my freedom. What the fuck I got to do? So that's where I'm at right now.
So you didn't call me at all yesterday because you was mad.
I had to figure this shit out, man. I got to figure this shit out. It's driving me crazy because I got to figure it out. But it was a good thing. You had a chance to do what you need to do. So
no, that ain't the point. You're supposed to call me regardless.
Oh, hey, you know what?
Yeah. I don't want to hear that.
Okay. Well, I love you too, and you're absolutely right. It's just that I have a lot of questions, and you're not listening, and I can't waste no money on the phone when I don't have your attention. I have to have your attention because this shit is important.
Tell me to stop talking. That's what you got to do. Okay. Stop talking.
No, because you'll talk all over me until you get your point across.
I know that's right.
You do it every time. So, got another question. I bet my knucklehead didn't even call you. I bet he didn't say he got what he needed. See, that's what I'm talking about. All that.
I thought about that this morning.
Yeah, don't get them folks no more information. No, don't do none of that. Don't even talk to them folks like that no more, because all that's bullshit. You have to have enough time. It's very, very serious. Because I read that paper today. That shit is every charge that they said you got to go to a superior court judge. That's what I've been charged with. Those four things with no bond, all four of those is on that paper that I read. Them 7 deadly sins. And that's what I got. All four of those. So, what'd you say?
I said that's crazy. I mean, people just, I don't see how, well, I do know. I mean, I've been in criminal law to understand people do lie when they get mad and they accuse people of shit that are out of the, like, crazy. Like,
yeah. And then on top of that, when I do get ready to if I do go to a bond hearing, they're going to try to use the other shit that they gave me $800,000 on, use that against me. Say, well, he's a repeat offender for that. You see what I'm saying?
They can't call that on you. You got to be innocent.
No, that ain't
that's what she has. I know that's not how it goes. But she has to stress that when she's in court. Stop bringing up things he's not convicted of. That's just a charge. People are wrongfully accused all the time. Quit bringing up stuff in court that he's not convicted of. If you want to talk about a conviction, that's fine. But we're not talking about accusations because they haven't been proven. And that's what she has to stress.
Okay, so let me go back. I asked you to look at that video 5 times. Go back and look at the video 5 times. Did you go do it? No, you did not. No, you did not. You told me, you said, hey, I'm gonna take these last 2 days when I get back. I'm gonna be studying on what I need to be on. Have you done that? No, you have not. Then I asked you, I said, hey, listen, can you check? And I can hear the frustration in your voice. I don't feel like fucking with this shit right now.
That's never the case.
I can hear it in your voice. You know why I can hear it in you? I know it. Why? You know what? When you do this right here, I got you.
Shut up.
No.
Look, he needed to tell her this a long time ago. I mean, if you're going to be on the team that wants to help, then actually help rather than being the one that's on the team that wants to call everyone else out for not doing what they're supposed to be doing. She wants to call everyone out for not doing anything, but she's the main one who takes an assignment and never gets it done. Okay? I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. How you can have the nerve to call everybody else out. Meanwhile, you're not getting anything done your damn self. You're just sitting up there throwing everyone else up under the bus. Meanwhile, you want to come into the jail every other day talking about I went to the bar, I met some Africans, I got some damn investors for my fictitious ass club that's never gonna happen, and da 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 da. And I was talking to my brother and did this, that, and the third, and all of these things, and then nothing ever gets done, and then Sir's still sitting there for 18 months. Okay.
Don't I know you?
I'm so sorry. Listen, it's
No, don't
never
I know
a
you though?
fact. Yes, too well. It's never a matter of not wanting to do anything. That's never the case. Sometimes when I get off the phone, I forget what you asked me to do.
Okay, and that's because it's not important to you. You're not behind bars. If you were behind bars, you would expect that when you take 30 minutes to talk to someone and you sitting up there, you got so much damn advice. You got more advice than anybody about strategy and everything. You got so much advice. And then you say all kinds of stuff. All you are is a mouthpiece. All you do is talk about everything, and then you produce absolutely nothing.
Unless I'm thinking about it. Like not thinking about when I'm thinking about something of the case, then I get up and I do something about it. But when we talk about something, then we change the subject and we talk about something else. When you get off the phone with me, you got to tell me that at the end of the conversation. Go do it now. Then I'll remember. You know, my mind is fucked up. And that's no excuse, but that is the reality.
Don't I know you though?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So that's good.
So why didn't you call me yesterday?
I just told you. I explained it. Listen,
okay, well, you better call me.
Because I know you. Listen, it don't make sense to waste a beautiful time on the phone. I could be talking nice.
It's never a waste. It's never a waste. Even if you got to say something negative, I'm here for it. That's fine. I'm okay with it.
Okay. And I don't like making nobody feel like that.
Hey guys, the sis who did the live stream is here with us. I don't know if, are you still here, V? I don't know what you go by. Is it V? Is it Lenore? But thank you so much. I received several messages about today. Thank you for the kind words. I enjoyed your interview very, very much. I thought it was really, really good. You had a lot to, you did a lot with what you had to work with. I'm gonna say it like that. I thought it was really good. The last 30 minutes, I really did kind of want to do a little reaction to. I hope you don't mind. If you want to talk about your interview with Sonya, I would love to have you on like tonight or tomorrow or something to talk a little bit more about it, because it was, you really tried your best to get through to her. And ma'am is like banging her, it's like banging your head up against a wall to try to reach her. She is, and that's what I was saying to my audience today, is that it's one of those things where I think with good common sense, a lot of us are trying to reach to her or speak common sense to the situation, and she's so anti common sense, and she is like charging forward into the dark with little to nothing, and she just doesn't get it. She just doesn't get it. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. I don't see, let me fast forward to the bottom and see if I can see you, but I don't know if you're still here, but you did a lot. Oh, okay, awesome. I don't know what your Instagram is. Is your Instagram V Lenore? But I'll reach out to you. I gotta go pick my daughter up soon, so I'm actually gonna be ending this in probably like a few minutes. We had a little bumps in the road in this live stream, but guys, everything is all love. Sometimes if I'm a little bit more rushed because I have, mom responsibilities, I just feel like I had to kind of rush through this reaction a little bit. So we'll pick it back up. So you guys, just bear with me. We're gonna probably have to end this. This might be a good stopping point, and then we can pick this back up. But yeah, it was so good. And honestly, I think that the main thing that you did in this interview was just double confirm what we've already seen. We saw it with Tasha K, we saw it with Sylvia, and we've seen it with Sonya time and time and time again when she goes on live. Ma'am has no purpose. She has no real talking points. There's no real agenda of the set of free Nesto. There's nothing. it is definitely, it's not even a grassroots type honest campaign. It is mixed with insecurity, mixed with self promotion, mixed with lies, and trying to cover up that ma'am has been a mistress to this man. They've had an affair on top of many other affairs. She's not the only one. But this man has been a notorious cheater. And I almost feel like it's somewhat of a smear campaign to his wife because it's always a tear down on what the wife isn't doing, the son isn't doing, that nobody is doing. But what is she doing? This is the perfect time that you entered the chat because this is when Nesto finally gets a moment to kind of call her out for her. Once again, I don't know if Glorious is listening, but her failure to launch. She makes promises, she takes assignments, she never gets anything done. Absolutely. And 504, we love you, sis. We love you, okay? I'm kind of rushing through this reaction because I need to go pick up my daughter, but we love you, sis. Okay. Let's see. You guys are awesome. Thank you. You did an amazing job. You didn't have a lot to work with, and ma'am is very, she is, and I've said this a million, she reminds me of like the fake news campaign when we kind of saw like the Sarah Palins and just kind of the approach of some political campaigns. I'm not going to say any names. I guess I already said one, but many other political campaigns, and they stick with those points and they will never deviate. And she has alternative facts. That's probably the best way to describe it. We know we see certain facts and she has alternative facts. We may see what happened, but they're like, no, it may have happened like that, but this is what you really saw. They love to spin they're gaslighting basically. It's really kind of a mess. But anyway, I was kind of surprised to see that she was interviewing again, but it was also just again shocking to me that like what are you talking about? Ma'am, what are you bringing us some new news? And she just, it's the same thing over and over and over again. And another thing that I thought was really interesting was when the minute you started the interview, you guys were, opening up, opening remarks. And one of the first things she talks about was being shot. That's the first thing she talked about. I'm telling you, that is what ma'am wants, is she's looking for some self-promotion and she wants some sympathy and empathy. Maybe sis just wants a hug. I don't know, but it's very strange. And it's a lot of time talking about herself on something where she is supposed to be putting herself forward as you said, it's civil. It's not civil. No, I'm just kidding. She's putting herself forward as somewhat of a family spokesperson or a spokesperson for Nesto, and it's completely the opposite. So, but anyway, I will definitely reach out to you. It's the edges, it's the ponytail, and what else is it? Her edges make her Sonya makes my edges want to crawl off my head. Look, Sonya's edges are, it's a thing. It's a thing. Sonya was pouting in your interview with Lenore. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna reach out to Lenore. Lenore, I don't know if you're free this evening or tomorrow, but we would love to invite you to come talk to Bougie Gang if you have some time. So if you wouldn't mind, could you comment or reach out to me on Real Talk Bougie on Instagram? And I promise to reach out to you this afternoon and we'll set up something because I would love to hear kind of like your Monday quarterback impressions of Sonya, just to tell me, even, Fran, you got it wrong, or this is what I came up with. I would love to talk to you. So um Sonya too was Sonya was committing the most egregious accusation. And again, I'm not, I know that Nesto feels like, and I will restart my computer and everything, guys. I think Nesto feels like there's a lot of people out here who are like Sonya, Sonya haters, and everybody is some sort of Shirley. Shirley's like the icon or anything. I'm just giving Shirley her respect in a space where Shirley is not getting her respect, and that's with her husband on that damn jail telephone when he should be sitting there doing what she told him to do, which was read his Bible and study his case. And Sir is sitting up there talking to Ponytail about nothing and getting him into further trouble that the people who actually love him are going to have to spend more and more money to have to help him to get out of the county jail. That's the unfortunate set of circumstances for him. What a bad day for him, because it's going to, and I don't think his people have that kind of money to support him like that, clearly, right? Anyway, guys, give me a minute. Let me go pick up baby girl. And then I have a call at 4 o'clock. And once I get off that call, I'll be back at like 4:30. We'll finish this conversation and I'm yours. And we can do some call in. And if V has some time, that'd be wonderful. If not, we will set something up for when our good sis is available to discuss what happened. But for those of you who have not seen the interview, I know Finesse dropped it. Finesse, if you're still here, if you wouldn't mind doing us the honors again, drop it, show sis some love. It's 2.5 hours of a lot that we have already seen, but in supporting our sis's channel, you're weak. in supporting our good sis's channel and having her make such a effort. Ma'am was professional to the T, and she kept it together as much as she possibly could. Talking to Sonya, I cannot imagine, like, she deserves all the grace of God for having done what she did last night, because it was a good interview. She asked some really good questions. We saw Sonya was stuck in her shoes. First of all, I was waiting for her to even ask it a couple times. Can you repeat that? Can you can you explain? Ma'am it was a little bit over her head, and there were just some things I don't think she understood. Okay? I just she was stuck. She was stuck. She just didn't understand. Boo boo, we're gonna give me about an hour and a half, and we're gonna resume. I'll be back around, give me to 4:45. I have a 4 o'clock call, and I will come back. I gotta go get my daughter from school, but I'll be back in just a few minutes, but I have a call at 4 o'clock, so I don't want to be tied up with this for that. But 4:45, I will be back and we will finish this conversation. So I love all of you guys, and just know that everything here, it's all love, period. Okay, that's it and that's all. Okay. All right. All right. I love you guys. Just give me a minute. I will be back. And don't forget our PSA. He's married, and close your legs to married men. Sonya, if you're in the bushes, okay. I would be remiss if I did not say that. Guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who sent a super sticker, super chat. Let me go get on that line, and I will be back in a minute. I'll set up the live. As soon as I get on the line, I'll set up the live so you guys can come back into the chat if you want to and have some place to chat. Otherwise, I'll see you 4:45. Okay. All right. Bye.